The greatest thing I did for myself was turning my room into a library. And I know it doesn't look like it behind me, but there's two bookshelves and then there's a bunch of books in front of me and books scattered all around. So just use it as a figure of speech. Don't hearken too much on the appearance of it. But the important aspect of this is that the thing that I was looking for in my life was some sort of direction, some sort of guidance, some sort of what do I do now? Where can I go? Where can I find myself? Where can I find the things that I want to do? And I made this, like, I don't know if it was a conscious decision or it was kind of just an intuition or a gut feeling or something pulling me in a certain direction, but I knew there was something in books. I knew there was something behind the page. I knew that there was something that I was going to gain that would make my life better, that would really, really, really make my existence really feel like it was there for a reason, like it was in some way teaching me that I could do this or I could do that. And I'm glad I made that decision because over the past probably 2 years, when I've just delved myself into the world of reading and really gotten back into something I loved when I was younger, I really just found so much, and I found what I wanted to do. I found the things that I enjoyed, and most of all, I had fun along the way, and that's really the greatest aspect of it. But what I'm really telling you to do is that there's a time in your life where you're uncertain. There's a time in your life where you don't know where to go, and it's what we do in that period. It's what we do, and when we face that fear that really determines if we're going to like our life or not like our life. And there's a whole lot of people that shrink from this fear. There's a whole lot of people that shrink from these ideas that are confronting, these ideas that are scary. But what I think the benefit of reading is, what I think the benefit of becoming obsessed with reading is that you could see different people's experiences. You could understand through stories. You could understand through philosophies. You could understand through religious studies or various other ideas that the things that we face really aren't novel. The things that we face are things that have been faced by humans for the entire existence of humanity, and perhaps even longer if we want to just get into other sorts of topics. But really what I'm trying to emphasize is the importance of filling your head with good ideas, filling your head with ideas that are fresh, that are new, that aren't recycled, that aren't repetitions of certain ideologies and this and that, and just knowing that there's another option, knowing there's another solution. Like when I got out of college, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know where I wanted to go, and I knew I needed something different. I knew I needed a unique path, a different path, and I didn't know where to look. And what I'm really urging you to do is just go out and try things. Go out and do things. And the easiest way to learn what you want versus what you don't want is through the experience of others. It's through turning the pages, through reading hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books, if not thousands. And once you have that sort of secondhand experience, that secondhand information, that kind of idea of things, and the kind of experience of things, and the workings of your imagination, then you're going to have so much better a grasp of the concept of a life that you want to live. And I could talk about this for ages. I could keep going on and on and on, but I think this is something that you really should do for yourself. You really just have to experience it for yourself, because it's one thing for me to explain my experience, but it's another thing for you to have the same trials and tribulations. There's things that I can tell you. I can say, don't make this same mistake, don't do this, don't do that, but most people won't listen. I won't listen unless I've experienced it for myself. But I think it's just the accumulation of all these experiences that is really, really, really going to help you. And if I had to go back and look at my life and look at the decisions I've made and look at what the best decision I ever made was, it was when I started buying a bunch of books. It was when I started reading a bunch of books. It's when I started experiencing different things and learning about new things and finding that childlike curiosity I once had for life that I somewhere lost along the way. And if any of these ideas seem enticing to you, I really urge you to just pick up a book, pick up something, find some sort of information, find some sort of story, find some sort of passion for reading and learning and in some way studying things, because it's the acquisition of new knowledge and new information that we apply to our lives that, one, makes it fun, and two, makes it easier. Because let's face it, life doesn't get easier, life gets harder, we just get better. We are able to face our problems better. And if you are able to direct yourself in a direction that you want to go, direct yourself on a path that is authentic, that is you, and you don't have to make all the mistakes, and you don't have to find out when it's too late, why not set yourself down that path? Why not pick up a book here and there? Why not start reading 10, 15 pages a day? Why not start doing the things that you've always said you're going to do? And why don't you just do it today? That's really what I'm trying to emphasize here. And hopefully this rambling of a video got across, and hopefully my message got across, because I think it's a very important one that people aren't being told today. And I know it's not a flashy one. I know it's not one that many people want to hear, many people want to see, because it's not an easy path. It's not an easy solution. But we're not about easy solutions here. We're not about anything that's going to get you to the path in the shortest, quickest way, because anything that gets you there quickly is going to be fleeting. Anything that is not earned through hard work and toil and real discipline and introspection and building yourself up, I don't think is meant to last, because you don't appreciate it. You don't value it. You don't understand that, it took me X amount of years to get here. It took me all of these trials and errors. It took me all of this pain in order to get here. So now that I'm here, I'm gracious for it. I'm glad I got everything I ever wanted. This is an example that I oftentimes use, but think of your life as the lottery, and think of your end goal as the lottery. If you got it today, how great would it feel? Versus if you got it in a year, and that entire year you put all of your effort into it, you put all of your work into it, your blood, sweat, and tears, and you worked your ass off. You did everything that you needed to do. You failed a million times, but in the end you got that. Wouldn't that mean so much more than if it was just handed to you? And that's what I want you to understand through this. This is your journey. This is your life. Do the thing that's difficult. Do the thing that's going to build you. Do the thing that is going to force you to face yourself, force you to face your fears, and force you to face the things that you've been unwilling to previously. And yeah, I feel like this turned into a self-help video instead of a video talking about books, but I think it's somewhat aligned and somewhat the same at a certain point. So with that said, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Peace out. I will catch you in the next one. And yeah, hopefully this resonated.